We are in the state of Florida ending the squatter scam once and for all.
And this is exactly why I love him as a governor. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys all being here. I'm Ty Smith. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. If you enjoy the content that I put out, consider following me on these platforms you see listed up there in the black and down here in the black. All right? Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to give y'all no long intro into this. I'm just going to get right into it. Y'all heard what I said in the beginning of this video, right? This is why I love Desantis, because they are going to pass into law that is supposed to take effect in July. Squatters are going to be getting it brought to them. Absolutely 100%. And I hope, look, I told y'all. Let me finish that thought. And I hope that other states follow suit. As a president for Desantis to run, it was exciting to hear that and all that. Then as this stuff started going through, you kind of, it's not your turn, bro. No, stop. Just no. But as a governor, Desantis is based. You got to give him credit for that. He is based on a lot of things, man. Getting rid of all the dumb, divisive rhetoric when it comes to education. And he did not get rid of African studies, whoever tried to pull that crap out. Getting rid of the DEI bull crap, the don't say gay bill they claimed there was no such thing as a don't say gay thingy at all. Him protecting the children. And now, even better, Florida does not play when it comes to crime. And now if you squat in somebody's house, sheriff shows up and things happen. I have a residence down there, okay? And I'm telling you right now, it won't happen. It won't happen. We, honestly, y'all, a lot of people in Florida, we look out for each other. We know who are snowbirds, et cetera, et cetera. If you don't know what that means that some of us are gone during like a certain period of time. And then we come back. We gone for like 2, maybe sometimes 3 or 4 months. But anyway, as of right now, thank God I haven't had anybody try to go into our spot, at all. I have some really good neighbors that look out. We look out for each other's property. Anyway, I just hope that something like that wouldn't happen to me because I probably react to it a little differently, Anyway, before I go any further, I want y'all to hear this interview right here that Desantis gave and why he's doing it and what it all entails. Check it out.
All right, so the issue of squatting now has been on the rise all across the country. That's where people take over vacant homes, or they rent a property and never leave. Can you imagine? You own a property, you can't get rid of somebody that's in your house. Oftentimes, it could take the property owners months or even years to get the squatters thrown out. Well, now the state of Florida is taking action. Governor Ron DeSantis just signed legislation that gives police the right to remove squatters as soon as they are found, and makes it a felony to do more than $1,000 worth of damage to a home while squatting. Take a look at this.
Well, today in the state of Florida, we say very simply, what passes muster in New York and California is not passing muster here. You are not going to be able to commandeer somebody's private property and expect to get away with it. We are in the state of Florida ending the squatter scam once and for all.
And it is a scam. I know somebody in New York, 4.5 years, a squatter stayed in somebody else's house. Now, the governor of Florida also recently signed a bill banning any children in the state under the age of 14 from having a social media account. After years of research has now revealed the serious dangers that these online platforms are posing to our kids. Anyway, joining us now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor, great to have you. I doubt when you got into politics that you ever imagined a day we'd be hearing story after story after story of, people just commandeering other people's homes and then the courts protecting them. I know a case in New York. It went on 4.5 years before they were finally legally allowed to take back their home. Is this America?
Well,
this doesn't sound like the America I know. What?
No, Sean. And I mean, you think about things like, this idea of squatting when Americans were settling like the Old West, you'd go, you didn't know who owned it. There weren't records. So if people started a community there, then someone came 6 or 7 years later and claimed it was theirs. Well, that was different. It's an adverse possession. It was never intended that you could just go into some subdivision and break into a house and start living there and then all of a sudden have all these rights vested. In New York, there was a case, and it was reported, where the homeowner went when someone had taken over her house, and the police did not evict the squatters. The police ended up arresting the homeowner. What kind of a country is that? And so, like on so many issues, what New York does, what California does, Florida will do the opposite. And so the squatter scam ends today with our legislation. And it's important because, Sean, now being a Florida resident, we've got people that will be here for 7 months of the year. And then they'll go to Michigan or New York or even Canada. So what? You come back after the summer and someone's in your house and then they just get to stay there for 6 months. Now in Florida, you call up, you fill out a form, sheriff comes, and the sheriff kicks them out of your property.
Yeah, and by the way, and I've owned property in Florida for over 20 years. Now I am a domiciled resident, permanent resident of Florida. I have my Florida license to prove it if you want to see it, and every other legal thing that I had to do. But it's even worse than that. People can start out, maybe they'll pay the first month's rent, then they'll never pay again. And if you try to kick them out, you're right. The home that you were describing was a case that was over $1 million, that property, and they arrested the homeowner. And I'm thinking to myself, what country is this that they arrest the homeowner and the squatter gets to stay in that person's house? You can't make that up.
Well, and it's like the private property rights, that's the bedrock of a free society and a constitutional republic. And what I think the left is doing, what some of these activists are doing, heck, even the illegal aliens are going on social media and talking about squatting and urging other foreign nationals to come to this country illegally and commandeer property. If we don't have private property rights, we will not have a free society. So it is the bedrock. Florida stands by that. We're proud to do it. And Sean, it's like yet another reason why people are going to choose to flee from the New Yorks and the California and end up coming down here to the Sunshine State.
See what I'm saying? That's why I like the dude. That's why I have what? what we have? Like, we're under 3 different governors. My family is, our residents. And no, it's not 4. It's 4. Yeah, 4. One of them I can't stand. The one in Illinois can't stand Pritzker at all. Anyway, this is what I like right here. They're in your house, no lease, no nothing like that. Show up with the sheriff. Bye. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Me and a whole lot of my family members, we all have residents across Florida, right? And we do have our neighbors to look out for each other. But the thing is, the type of family that I come from, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. We let our family use our properties and go there when they want to go and visit, go on vacation. We let our family use our properties here and there. 80% of my family are not like me. The life that I came from, a lot of my family is still about that life. They show up and you're in there. That will not be good for you. They're not calling the sheriff. It's going to be the squatters calling the sheriff. Anyway, y'all, I'm glad that Desantis did this. Like I said, he's doing a lot of great things for us Floridians and all that. I'm not just a Floridian. I'm not going to tell y'all wherever else I am. But anyway, shout out to Desantis for doing this for the Floridians. It's a huge step. It's great. It shouldn't even be a such thing as squatter rights to me, in my opinion, because if that's the case, what the heck are we all doing owning these homes? I should have just, babe, we should just, we should just sell all our houses and then just go drive around and find out if there's a spot that we know that's kind of open. We should just go in there and take residence, get some power, get the power turned on in our name. You know what I'm saying? Get a few pieces of mail, apply for some credit cards, get the mail sent there, weigh it out, stay there for free. By the time they try to get us out, go through all the corporate scenes, we can already be jumping into another house. You know what I'm saying? Scot-free. While we raking in all this money. That's terrible, y'all. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying. Then we got these illegals who's trying to tell people how to break into people's house and become squatters. There should be no such thing as a squatter right at all. None whatsoever. None. Squatters, how come y'all never came into the hood like where I lived at, like in Chicago and Decatur? Why do y'all, how come y'all never came to the hood and try to squat? You know why. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this right there. Again, y'all can disagree with me, but a huge shout out to Desantis for holding it down for Florida and doing great things for them there, us there. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, all right? Appreciate it. Also, get into those cell phones. If you have somebody that's in your contact list that you know would benefit and love this channel, let them know and encourage them to subscribe to this channel. Also, any type of social medias that you may have, get into those phones, DM somebody, have them check the channel out. We are growing, folks. We're already almost at another 10,000 subs over the course of 2 days, and it's because of what you guys are doing. I know y'all say it's because of what I'm doing, but YouTube is not putting my message and not pushing me out there, and it's you guys. We the people are doing this. We the people are what's responsible for this channel's growth, all right? Really appreciate you guys, okay? I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.